About a month ago, I did an NHL Guess Who video. I had a ton of fun doing it, and you guys really showed a lot of support and seemed to enjoy it as well, so I figured 1 month later, why not do another one today? Of course, we are using NHL Guess Who's Instagram again. I will once again, like I did in the first video, link this account down below in the description. If you are actively using Instagram, make sure to go give them a follow. It is definitely a great follow because these things are a ton of fun to do even if you're not making a video on it. But I didn't really do any of these, like, not on camera after I made that first video, just because I wanted to have a lot to choose from when I eventually did make the second video, because I knew I was going to do it at some point, I just didn't know when, because like I said, it was definitely a ton of fun doing that first one. But I didn't do the most recent one here, and for those of you who didn't see the first one and aren't familiar with how this works, there's 4 tiers, a question in each tier. You have impossible, hard, medium, and easy, and whatever question you guess it right on, then you put it in the comment section. It is pretty simple, but again, I think it's a ton of fun, so let's get right into this one. My major junior team won the Memorial Cup between 2005 and 2010. That really doesn't do anything for me at all, so we're going to move on here. I was invited to both the 2010 and 2014 Olympic orientation camps for Team Canada, but didn't make either team. I feel like I've heard that story before, and I feel like once I see who the answer is, it's going to kind of make me mad that I didn't get it on this question, but nothing's really ringing a bell here, so I guess we're going to move on now to medium. I have been a part of 4 different NHL teams. My first team is in the Atlantic Division, and the next 3 have been in the Pacific Division. So it's a Canadian player, been a part of 4 teams. This really isn't doing much for me either, honestly. If I really sat here and thought about it, I'm sure I could narrow it down, but I don't want to take too much time here, so I'm going to click the easy question. I was traded along with a conditional 3rd round pick to the Flames for forward James Neal. So that is obviously Milan Lucic. Yes, it is Milan Lucic. I definitely wouldn't have gotten that one. He's not someone that came to mind at all, so they definitely stumped me on that one. It took me easy to get, so I will put it here in the comment section. Easy. Not as good as I wanted to do, but I'm sure eventually we'll get one of these on like the hard or impossible tier, but let's move on now and find another one. Okay, so here pulled up we have a Guess the Team edition. It's basically the exact same thing, except with a team. I kind of want to expand a little bit because I know I didn't do any of these questions in the first one, but I figured I'd sprinkle them in this episode. So let's go to the impossible one. On one of the defense, it says, "This is my last year of my 2-year, $2 million contract." Nothing really comes to mind right away. I'm not just going to shoot from the hip and throw a guess out there. So we'll go on now to the next question. The jury sided with me in a 2013 civil trial between myself and former girlfriend. See, I'm not very familiar with players and like their off-ice business. You know, that's personal. I just follow the on-ice stuff, so that really doesn't do anything for me either. We'll move on now to medium. I was drafted in the 6th round of the 2009 draft after playing a year in high school. Okay, it's all coming together now. I think I know this one. I believe this is the New York Islanders because I think that player right there is definitely Anders Lee. And then I'm guessing the goaltender would be Semyon Varlamov because now I do recall, you know, there being some off-ice stuff there. So I think this is the New York Islanders. Let's see what the easy question is. I'm the only player from the 2015 draft to win Rookie of the Year. Yes, indeed. That would be Matthew Barzal. So this is the New York Islanders. Perfect. I believe we got that one on medium. So it's definitely a little bit better than we did on the first one. But I think I'm going to go look for a legend question now, which I probably won't do very well on, but might as well try it out. Alright, so we have a legend edition one pulled up on the screen here, or it says any retired player. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm probably not going to get this one on impossible or hard. It'll probably take me medium or easy just because I'm not as familiar with the older players and the retired legends and stuff, obviously, of course, as I am with the current players. But let's just give it a shot. We'll take a look at the impossible clue. I was drafted by a team who has since relocated. Doesn't do anything for me because that could literally be anyone who was drafted by a team like the Nordiques, you know, the Hartford Whalers or a team like that. So next hint, I finished my career with the Nuremberg Ice Tigers in the country that I was born in. I probably butchered that name, but I believe that's a German team. So this is a German player that was drafted by a team who has relocated. Yeah, I'm not sure. We're going to have to take a look at the medium clue here. I was on a line with 2 of my Sharks teammates in the 2010 Olympics. What? Oh, okay. I think I got it. I think this is Danny Heatley because even though he is Canadian, technically, he was actually born in Germany. He was drafted by the Atlanta Thrashers, who of course since relocated. And in the 2010 Olympics, he was on a line with his Sharks teammates Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau. So this is the medium one. And I believe I got this right. Let's see what this one is. I scored 50 goals. Yeah, this is Danny Heatley. So I got this one on medium as well. Did a little bit better than I thought. Obviously, it wasn't, too old of a player. He's semi-recent, and he's kind of a meme in the hockey community, so everybody knows Danny Heatley. So not too bad. I think I'm going to go look for another current player one. Okay, so the next one we have pulled up here, we're going to take a look at the impossible clue. I was nominated for the Hobey Baker Award while playing for the University of North Dakota. I know Brock Besser played for the University of North Dakota, but was he nominated for the Hobey Baker? I want to get at least one on impossible for the video, so for this one, I'm just going to throw it a guess. I'm going to go with Brock Besser, because I know he did play there. I was drafted in the first... Okay, well, there it goes. He was not drafted in 2003, of course. So let's see who this is. My father played for Canada in the 1972 Summit Series. In the 2012 offseason, me and another free agent signed 13-year contracts with the team in my home state. So this, I believe, is Zach Parise. Yes, it is. Didn't know he played for the University of North Dakota. Didn't know he was nominated for the Hobey Baker. But shout out to Zach Parise. He actually did have a pretty strong season. But we got that one completely wrong just because I was trying to get one on impossible. But I guess let's move on. I might look for another team one here. Okay, so we actually have an international team here. I'm not sure what this is going to be like. I feel like it could be relatively easy because how many clues is there that you could really give without giving it away? But we'll look at the impossible one here. We have won 5 World Championship gold medals. I'm not just going to guess right away. I know obviously Canada always does well at the World Championships, the Russians as well. But we'll see what the medium one is here, or the hard one I should say. In the 1996 World Cup, our head coach was a hockey legend who never played in the NHL. Okay, so this is Russia. That's Vladislav Tretiak they're talking about. One of the greatest goaltenders of all time who actually never played in the NHL. That's a video I was actually thinking about making, the best players to never play in the NHL. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see, but I'm pretty confident that this is Russia. We'll take a look at the other clues. We have never won an Olympic gold medal while playing under our country's flag. That is, of course, true because they did win the most previous Winter Olympics for ice hockey, but it was under the Olympic athlete of Russia because everything that was going on, over there. Our country's current highest NHL goal scorer has never been our team captain in the Olympics. So that is talking about Alexander Ovechkin. So this is most definitely Russia. That one was pretty easy. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about these international ones because, again, there isn't really that many clues you can give without giving it away. So since we did end up getting that one on hard, we're going to go ahead and comment that we got it on the hard clue. Not too bad, but again, it was, relatively easy. I guess we'll just click on a random one here. This is a current player one. I haven't commented on this one just yet, so I don't believe I've done it. The impossible clue, I have won both the Ted Lindsay Award and the Hart Trophy in the same season, so that could be guys like Sidney Crosby, I'm sure, has done it. Ovechkin, Nikita Kucherov did it recently. Connor McDavid has done it, but I don't just want to guess. So we'll take a look at the hard clue, and then I might throw it a guess after this one. Former Coyotes captain Shane Doan is my second cousin. Man, I'm not sure if I know that. I feel like I have heard that story too. I'm not 1,000% sure though. I guess we'll look at the medium clue, but again, I want to get one here soon on hard or impossible. I also won the Vezina Trophy and the William M. Jennings in the same year that I won the awards in the impossible clue. So this is Carey Price, I believe, because he did win the Hart Trophy, of course. I was picked 4 picks after Sidney Crosby. Yes, this is obviously Carey Price. So I believe we got that one on medium. When it said that they won the Ted Lindsay and the Hart, I was kind of like obviously thinking about forwards and stuff like that. So Carey Price wasn't really coming to mind, but that was definitely a pretty good one. We'll go through a couple more questions here before we end off the video. All right, this next one we have pulled up is just another current player one. The impossible clue is I am one of the 18 2012 first round picks to have 100 plus career NHL points as of the NHL pause. So the 2012 draft, not the greatest in terms of the top end talent, but it still did produce a lot of really good players. And as you can see here, 18 of the picks actually have put up 100 career points in the NHL. I'm not just going to guess because it could be, anyone that was really good from that class. I might guess here after the hard clue because, again, I do want to get one on hard or impossible. I played in the All-Star game in my second NHL season. So from the 2012 draft, man, I mean, this is difficult. This is really difficult. Guys like Morgan Riley, Philip Forsberg. But yeah, this isn't really ringing a bell. I guess I'll just click on the medium clue here. I'm giving in. I'm from Latvia, the same country as rookie goaltender Elvis Merzlikins. I'm from Latvia, so is this Zemgus Girgensons? because I believe Latvia voted him in to the All-Star game. You know, one of the most random All-Stars of all time. I mean, Zemgus Girgensons. So I believe this is him. We'll see what the easy clue is. My first and last name combined for 16 letters. Yeah, Zemgus Girgensons. So we got that one on medium as well. I feel like that's not too bad because Zemgus Girgensons is definitely not a player that you would expect to, you know, have one of these because he's kind of a random player, but not too bad. I'm pretty happy with myself on that one. We'll go through a couple more here. Another current player one. The impossible clue is my father is Portuguese and my mother is Polish. That literally does nothing for me. In 2015, my jersey number was retired by the Windsor Spitfires. So somebody who played for Windsor. Taylor Hall, Ryan Ellis come to mind. But those are the guys that come to my mind immediately that played for Windsor. I want to get one on hard. I'm just going to guess Ryan Ellis. I have no clue, really. I led my Pacific Division team in points going into the league pausing. So this is not Ryan Ellis, I don't think. I scored the game-winning goal in Game 6 to bring the New Jersey Devils to the Stanley Cup Finals. So this is Adam Henrique. Okay. I definitely didn't know that one whatsoever. I didn't know he played for Windsor. So that's a bit of an L, but I just tried to, you know, shoot, I guess, into the dark because I wanted to get one on hard. Okay, I believe this is the last one we're going to do of the video. We have a team edition here. The impossible clue is I'm 30 years old for the goaltender. That doesn't do a lot for me at all. Next one here. The general manager of my team when I was drafted said that if they had the first pick, they would have drafted me. They got me with the fifth pick that year, sorry. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Funny story because I was actually watching the Spit and Chicklets podcast today with Brian Burke, and he said that if they had the first pick, they would have drafted Morgan Riley. So that's actually kind of hilarious how that worked out. So this is the Toronto Maple Leafs, I'm sure. My uncle played in the NFL for the Miami Dolphins. He had one reception in his career for 20 yards. That wouldn't have done anything for me. One of my teammates and I were both on the 2016-17 All-Rookie team. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs. So which one did we get that one on? So we did get that one on hard, so not too bad, but I feel like I didn't really cheat because I, you know, listened to that podcast today, but that's just so random how that had something to do with one of these questions. But if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like and comment if you want to see me do more of these. Like I said, the link to this Instagram account will be down below in the description. Be sure to go give them a follow. These are always fun to do whenever they're posted. I usually don't, you know, try to complete them if I'm not recording because I do want to save up a bunch and make videos on it because they're a ton of fun. And hopefully you guys really enjoy them as well. But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. I really hope you're all staying safe. If you do want to see more videos like this on the channel, then be sure to leave it a like. Maybe I'll do another NHL Guess Who in like a couple of weeks or a month or something like that. But yeah, if you are new to the channel and you want to see more NHL content like this, then be sure to hit that subscribe button. And I will see you all in the next video.